Were you surprised when you got the script, how funny was the movie in general, and lines that your character has? There are some of the funniest lines in the whole franchise.
All that stuff, a lot of the Agent Burns humor came from, stemmed from some of the wild outtakes we did, but I wasn't at all taken back by the humor that Haley and Bumblebee share. And I think Bumblebee has some of the funniest moments in the movie because it's awesome to see this advanced form of transformable AI be so disoriented on Earth. Like, I think that's the wonderful part of the story. It's Travis does such a good job making Bumblebee human.
The movie takes place in 1987, and your character, I feel like, is kind of channeling some of those action heroes.
I think what's awesome with this movie is if it were filmed in the 80s, I'd be the hero and Haley would be a love interest. Now we've come so far and the industry continues to change and evolve. You have Haley as the lead, and the guy who should be the hero in the 80s is the bad guy, which I think is awesome because it opens up the floor for more stories to tell. And in this setting, Haley does amazing as a strong, brave hero, which makes for a really interesting story. That relationship isn't the same if the big badass from the 80s is the lead. You can't have that connection. So I admire that. It shows how far we've come as an audience.
The movie is connected to other things, but it feels like a standalone film. Can we hope to see more of this version of the character and to see more of your characters and maybe connecting with the G.I. Joe in the future and stuff like that?
Well, those are all vast, whimsical predictions that I hope happen because I as a moviegoer want to see them all. I mean, whether I'm invited back or not, I agree with you. This is a movie connected to a franchise, but certainly stamps its own ticket. It is a standalone movie that from start to finish, if you've never seen another Transformers movie, you love, you understand, and you're entertained. So we'll let moviegoers decide if we do any more, and I hope they choose yes.
In terms of movies, you know, the holiday season is very crowded as always. Talking about the character Bumblebee, in an imaginary wrestling match against an aquatic superhero and a magical nanny, how would the character do?
Well, Bumblebee has the ability to transform. So you're not essentially facing one opponent. You are facing many opponents. And having spent time with Agent Burns on set, Bumblebee has also mastered the realm and the power of invisibility. So you can transform and no one can see you. I like Bumblebee's chances.
That's a great point. Last question. You know that your last name in Spanish, Cena,
is to eat.
To eat,
yes.
Dinner. So, you know, maybe you want to consider in the future to have like your own cooking show with interviews in Spanish, called something like La Cena with Cena.
That's not a bad idea. I think the better play, safer play for me, because if you've ever tasted my cooking, you'll never come back, is just to eat. Or maybe like a show where we just eat dinner. Maybe the next time we talk, we'll have dinner. Maybe that's an easier play.
Coming soon. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, man.
Nice talking to you.